Hey everyone, this will be the start of a new series on the channel. This will be the start of our Minecraft series. And unfortunately you guys were never really informed of this as we never recorded our gameplay throughout the span of 2,000 days. So we are a little late and I do regret not recording everything from the start. And I do apologize for this, but we can still continue on from day 2100 and above. And to start off this series, we thought it would be nice to introduce you all to a complete world tour of the overworld, the nether, and the end. So right here, guys, is the village where it all started. This
Yep.
is this is how we got all of our resources. This is where we spent the first few nights.
Yeah, it took me and Kevin a long while to get from where we spawn to get all the way to this village right here.
A lot of this village here, oh, it's raining, of course it's raining. A lot of this village here is stripped because of the vast history of all the players joining. You know, this village obviously can't last forever with being so close to our compound and stuff. And this, everybody, is our compound. And we will discuss everything that is within our compound here.
Yes, everything that you can see will and has been discussed.
So first, we will start by going up to the front gates here. You will be greeted by two iron golems. They're nameless, but they're here to
Yes.
protect and serve.
Yeah, we will show you another iron golem later on in the video that is named.
So typically, we just fly over these fences, but for the sake of this video here, we're just gonna mine through the bars here. And don't ask why I have 40 random iron bars in my inventory, or any of this stuff in my inventory. So, little fun fact for all of you guys. This is the estate house, by the way. This is where we used to live. We sometimes call it the courthouse, or town hall, or, I don't know, the government building. We call this building here by lots of names.
Yeah, we have a lot of names for it because it has a lot of history.
But, a little fun fact for you guys. This block of wood right here is the official cornerstone.
Yes, this is the oldest block in the whole entire compound.
Yep, right here. This wood block, which is really cool. And these signs right here, we're not going to read all them, but if you can tell by the random days, these like catalog basically a lot of major important events that happened throughout
Yes.
our Minecraft server history. This house was originally only this large, and
Yeah.
we expanded it around day 500 to add these little wings on the side. We have the right wing here and the left wing here. So we're going to go inside the estate here, and you'll notice that it's very empty, and that is because a friend that we know named Owen, you might know him in my very first Fortnite video, we gave the ownership of the estate house to him at some point, and this is where he placed his room. This is originally where the house ended, right here. There used to be a wall right here, and you can still kind of see little clues of the wall used to being right here. We got tired of Owen trashing up our estate here. As you can tell, he's done some things, and
Yeah.
we challenged our house back by playing a game of poker, and we won. So he lost the deed to the house, and it's ours again. Another reason why this house is mainly empty is because we just, you know, we don't really use this house for much. We used to live here, but
But now it's more like a meeting spot to sign like contracts and other government papers.
yeah. So basically what we do now is mainly make agreements and contracts on this red carpet here. So basically that's why this house has multiple purposes and why it goes by a few names. Also, if you guys are wondering why this little andesite pillar is here in the middle of the estate, it's actually kind of a sad story. One of my original horses, Juan the First, died of natural causes in this very location right here. So, in honor of his existence, we put a little andesite pillar here, and we're probably never going to remove it. So, guys, back before this house was expanded around day 500, there actually used to be a mine shaft here, and I know it looks really freaking ugly, but we personally think it's kind of funny, so you're just gonna have to deal with it. The reason why it looks like that is because when the house wasn't expanded here, we actually had a lot of space here. So our mine shaft started around here somewhere. Yeah, right here. So we unearthed the original staircase that went down. So this was our original mine shaft that went all the way down. So we're just gonna plug this back up. It was very sad the day we decommissioned the mine shaft here, but
But
uh,
the mine down there is thriving.
yeah, we do sometimes still use that. We actually have a tunnel bore down there where we get. Actually, that's why I randomly have these ores in my inventory here, is because we were using the tunnel bore to go mining and we got quite a few things. I didn't store it or anything yet. There also used to be an animal farm around right here. I actually have a few screenshots of that and I will display it here. It used to be around here, but obviously if I never told you guys that, you never would have known. And there also used to be another portal actually sitting around right here, maybe. No, it was actually near the mine shaft here. It was like maybe right here. So this right here, guys, is not actually a structure that we built. Also, I don't really know what this is, by the way. But an old friend of ours that used to play on this Minecraft server with us built a humble little base here. This is Queen Elizabeth, by the way. His real base entrance is right around the corner here in this little cave area. So this is his entrance here, and we have a little bit of things to explain here. So let's enter his base here. And it's actually pretty nice. And
Yes,
oh
yes.
yeah, this is the welcome back sign. He actually joined. I don't remember how, maybe like half a year ago, and we gave him a little welcome back gift in the chest. It was like 5 stacks of emerald blocks, and it was,
But this is his base.
yeah, it's pretty nice actually. We don't come here often, obviously, because what are we gonna do in here? But we didn't really take it down or anything, just to preserve history. This has been here since like day, I don't know, like 200 or something. And here's a little funny story actually. There's a chest underneath this other chest, and it's because one day I was like trolling Oliver, and I hid one of his items, and I told him it was in his base here. And I told him after he gave up that it was actually in a chest underneath the welcome back chest. And yeah, it was pretty funny. And what we're about to present to you guys, this right here is the Field of the Damned. This is what happened to all of the raids. We actually used to do all of the raids on the front lawn there.
Yeah.
This is what happened to all the pillagers that we killed. We hung their banners on this little hill of sorrow here. This right here is a mysterious netherrack penis, and we're never going to tell you the reason why it's here or when I did it. Near the start of the video here, you were probably wondering why there's an abnormally long tree in the middle of nowhere. And this is actually the Tree of Wisdom. A little lore behind this is that when we were actually expanding this area, it was completely flat, and this was the only tree standing. And our friend over there actually started tearing it down, and we got kind of upset, but he didn't know that. And so what he did to compensate was that he made the tree again, and we added to it by growing a tree on top of a tree on top of a tree. And we
Yes.
eventually just grew it to that high, and it's just been like that ever since. So we just called it the Tree of Wisdom. And at one point in time, we were actually thinking about building a station here that may have required the demolition of this tree, but the pacifist protesters here unionized and they won the rebellion, so the station was never built. On a quick side note, guys, we call anything past the lit torch area around our compound, we call this place the outskirts, and it's dangerous, so we don't really go past here often. Now we're going to explain to you some bed lore. We're going to explain to you why there's 2 random beds here. Basically, I was with Owen in the server, and we made like a joke where like Oliver didn't pay his rent in the estate house. So, as a joke, we went up to max height here and we put his bed all the way up. And it was pretty messy. I have a few screenshots that I'll put up on here. And to get down, we like poured water and everything. Everything was soaked down below. It was really funny, but we had to clean up afterwards. And Oliver
Yes.
got pretty mad afterwards.
Yes, that's the blue bed. The red bed was another friend that will name unnamed, who we played the same joke upon.
Yeah, and he's never joined the server since, so it doesn't really matter. Alright, this right here, it's pretty far away from our compound, was actually the friend that we talked about earlier with his underground base. This was his rebel base against the original KL Communist Party. We found out about this, and we somehow got a hold of his coordinates to his base, And let's just say we ransacked his rebel base here. We have a pretty dark past, but eventually we convinced him to return back to the compound, so it worked. This here is the original mob farm that we built. This was around day 300, I believe.
Yeah, it was our first mega build that we did.
Yeah. So right here, guys, is basically the heart of the whole compound. This is where everything happens, right here.
So this, guys, is the item sorter. It actually does sort items using stone, and all you have to do is just place your items right here, and then it will sort everything into the individual chests. We built this item sorter around day 500, and it still works perfectly fine today, and we do spend a lot of time here.
So over the times we've been playing, we did have to change a few of the chests to fit our needs as we evolved here, such as a fireworks chest, an Enrod chest. We replaced that with scaffolding. Yeah, if you guys don't mind, we'll show you our current GDP in our world. As you can
Yes.
tell, we're quite rich. I actually have a few screenshots of when we were first building the item sorter, and I actually have an old image of what we were planning on making it look like. So guys, this is probably the moment you've all been waiting for. We're actually going to start doing our tours of all of our towers here. So this right here is KGLL Tower.
This was the first HQ of the company that is mainly based in the server.
Yeah. This was the first
This-
real endeavor of our Minecraft series here.
Yes, this took us about 5 to 6 months to complete.
Yeah, this took a very long amount of time. But now that we have experience over every new tower that we build, it gets quicker and quicker. So, if you're wondering what KGLL means, it's actually the acronym of the 4 original players who used to play in our Minecraft server. It's the initials of our last names put together. So this is mine, this is Owen's, this is Oliver's, and this is our friends over here. So guys, we're going to go up the executive elevator here.
Yes.
And we're going to show you our original penthouse, because this used to be our original home after we moved out of the estate. So this is a little pool table. We never really used it, but you know, it's just something to put in the second floor here. Right here, this used to be our original room, and here is Bobby the Iron Golem.
Yes.
He's
was
still
the
up here.
This was the Iron Golem that I was talking about at the beginning of the video, guys.
There's still a few random things that we never got rid of, like this cool sign, a random clock on the wall. We didn't move a lot of these things from the chest. They're still sitting here from a long time ago. But that is basically the extent of this old penthouse up here. So, and this penthouse right here would be our settlement for about 400 days to come. This right here is the IEVE. So basically the purpose of this building is that we originally had villagers shacks, like little huts right there. There were like 5 of them, and they all had villager stations inside. And once we built KGLL Tower, we felt like, you know, the villagers kind of deserved more, so we put them in a better place here. And this building right here serves as a residential area and also their workplace.
And you guys will be seeing us a lot in this building, because this is the building that we are in the second most amount.
Yeah, mainly because we use the nether portal here. This is actually where we moved the nether portal. Also, at one point, we shortened the IEVE by about 4 stories to make the skyline look more appealing. And we also felt this was necessary because we found that the ratio of villagers to the amount of floors actually being used was slightly unnecessary. And it also kind of made the skyline look a bit nicer, as the buildings weren't all like an average same height. And this right here is the hotel. I personally think this is our proudest accomplishment, simply in terms of the architecture, the commitment, the time it took to build this. Oh my god.
And the reason that it did take forever, guys, is because the rest of the towers, we built the outside walls first, and then we built the inside. But with the hotel, we had to build it layer by layer.
Yeah,
by
we
doing
had to
the-
build floor by floor by floor by floor. So actually quite recently, guys, we actually renovated this floor and we added a staircase and a pool room. Actually pretty recently, because for around 600 days, this was all just dirt and grass and water just strewn about.
Yes.
And we thought it was finally about time, so we finally renovated it. I actually have a before and after picture.
Yes. And in the before and after picture, you will see that this pool room is still here. Pool room was the first thing that was built in the whole entire lobby, and this pool room is older than some of the buildings on the compound.
So just recently have we added this door and stuff because this goes into like a bathroom, and this was part of our renovation project here. Let's go up the staircase here. So up here, there's not really anything. We didn't add anything yet. There actually used to be a one-man elevator right here. I can show you guys. See? And we eventually got rid of it because it was kind of stupid and we didn't really need it. So for the sake of this video, we're just going to go all the way to the top floor because all these rooms are the same.
The only on the whole entire compound, everything that you see was designed and thought of specifically by me and Kevin. We did not use any tutorials.
Yeah, this was like this entire building right here came completely out of our brain. We didn't plan anything through. We just kind of were like, screw this. We're just gonna go right in.
Yes.
So this is a room from the very right or the leftmost wing.
Yes.
And we'll actually show you the little observation deck here. So here's a cool little thing, I guess, that we added.
Yeah, the observation deck is on every single.
This is the rightmost wing.
And you guys are able to see a little bit of a sneak peek of what's up to come.
Alright everybody, welcome to 115 Midpoint Industrial Tower. This is where we house a lot of our machines that do stuff for us. This right here is a cobblestone generator. This right here is a string duper that doesn't even work. And this is a real duper that actually does work, and it has helped us a lot. This is our most massive thing right here. This is the tree farm. It's actually very helpful.
Yes, it's the most massive building in the whole entire tower here, but not the most massive machine that we have.
Yeah. This thing eats through bone meal, by the way. So,
yeah.
I'd only recommend building this if you have a crap ton of bone meal that you don't know what to do with. This is a carpet duper right here, and this mechanic right here will be used in another contraption of ours that we'll show you later. And the dedication obviously goes to the Fat Guy Memorial.
If you guys have any questions about the Fat Guy Memorial, we will put the link to the Fat Guy in the description.
Yep. And the machines you see right here actually used to be next to a carved mountain that we'll show you right here. See, this used to be like mountain right here, but we all carved it out. So this right here is a tower that we actually never really named. We just kind of call it the Super Smelter Tower. And a little fun fact here, this building actually came after 115 Midpoint Industrial and this tower.
The reason for this tower is that the super smelter that's inside of it was too big to fit inside the Midpoint building, so we had to move it into here.
Yeah, and this right here actually used to be just a random green plot of land between these two buildings, and it looked really ugly. And all we had here was just the super smelter on the grass. So we eventually decided to make a building out of it, and the super smelter right here is completely self-sufficient, and it was designed purely by us, with no external help.
The heart of the beast, if you will, of the super smelter is this machine right here, which is just a larger version of the carpet duper that you saw inside the industrial building.
We still have yet to renovate the floor and stuff, but we'll do that in later episodes. So you guys already basically kind of saw this, but this right here is our backyard. We have 2 pools made completely of quartz. And in our backyard, we have 3 pretty significant trees. Right here is the crafting tree. There's no real reason why there's a crafting table underneath it. It just kind of appeared there one day, and it was kind of funny, so we let it stay. This is the second significant tree. This is the obsidian tree. This is just kind of to provide shade under the pool. It's kind of nice. And this right here is probably the most important tree in all of history. And it's not the tree that's important. It's actually this 4-block tall dirt pillar right here.
So this dirt pillar up here, it was built when I was messing around, when we were still building the estate house over here before it got expanded. I was quote unquote horsing around, and I kept on doing random stuff. So I built a dirt pillar on top of this tree, and I died off the side.
And this
But
dirt pillar has stayed here ever since. Like, what day is it right now? It's day 2159, guys. So, this dirt pillar is approximately 2157 days old.
yeah, I built this on day 2.
So, this guy's right here is the fountain. It actually didn't used to have beacons underneath. We actually set up these beacons pretty recently. It was maybe around 100 days ago, but if you check down here, there's emerald blocks down there, so. Alright, so now we're going to do something a little more passive here. We're going to introduce you to all of our animals on our land here. We have all these pink sheep that you see here were actually naturally spawned.
Yeah.
There was this one time when we were coming back from, like, I don't even know, somewhere, but we were on a spree. We were just finding pink sheep after pink sheep. It was insane.
Yes. And we do have, I believe it is maybe 1 or 2 naturally spawning red sheep, which can only happen if, like, evokers or something, shock a blue sheep.
Yeah, or something. Like, we were actually finding red sheep just naturally there. And, we actually somehow transported all of them here through the nether. We did, like, a great transportation project. I actually might have a screenshot of that I'll put up here. But anyways, we'll introduce you to all of them. So this sheep right here is Jelly. This sheep right here is Cranberry. I believe this might be Cherry. This is Apple. This right here is Cherry. This pink sheep, there is one unnamed pink sheep. I don't know why. Yeah, it's this pink sheep. Let's take a look at some horses here. Also, we have a little bee farm here to get honey blocks. This right here is Juan II, the official offspring to Juan I. May he rest in peace. Here is Raisin. I believe this is Pedro II. Indeed. I believe this is Miguel.
Yes,
Yeah,
this
it is.
Miguel.
This is Miguel. All the horses wear diamond armor, except for Fernando, I believe. Yep.
Yeah.
Fernando is the white horse with the gold armor. Also, if we were to tell you a little sad story here, we used to have a cow right here named Bessie, and a brute, Owen, came along one day and decided to mercilessly slay her in cold blood. So, Bessie is no longer with us, unfortunately. Also, you guys probably noticed that a lot of the sides of our buildings are pretty ugly, and that's because we're in phase 1 right now, which is the part of our expansion project. We're planning on finishing this entire square around the courtyard here. So in phase 2 here, we're going to be actually be prettying up the buildings here. We're actually going to be putting floors in most of them. But without further ado, guys, we will now tour our largest and tallest tower here. This is 4th and West. And a little backstory behind this building. 4th and West is actually a misnomer itself, because the 4 being the 4th ever building we've ever built, and West meaning west of the estate here. So as you can tell, it's actually south of the estate, because we were actually originally planning it to be placed here, but it never saw the light of day. So, but now we will be showing you the inside lobby, because we actually finished the inside of this lobby on day 1952. Let's go inside. So this is the inside lobby. We got a cool little fountain here. We got 2 reception desks.
If you follow me, I will show you the back part. If you step through this doorway, you will see the first of 3 elevators inside of this tower. Over here is the common waiting room / buffet, and it does have its own fish tank that we did install.
And we are going to add a tropical fish in here at one point.
If you peer through the fish tank, you can see the next room that I'm going to be taking you guys to. This right here is the dining hall. I know it's not much of a hall because it's kind of short, but we call it the dining hall.
Yeah, this is for like the top executives.
Yes.
And I typically sit right here.
Yes, and I sit at the opposite side of the table. Some history about 4th and West is that we built this tower as the new headquarters of the KGLL Incorporated.
4th and West is a proud subsidiary of KGLL Corporation.
This is where the restrooms are located. This is the only stall.
We got totally working urinals here.
Yeah.
A bathroom stall.
And just for you guys, because it's the tour, we're gonna show you a part that nobody ever goes in.
Yeah, this is the maintenance for the elevator.
Yeah. If you look up, you can see the true height of the ceiling.
Yeah, so this is our elevator shaft. It actually takes us up to the top floor of the penthouse, as we will show you here. So, we are going to actually be testing out this elevator here, because this elevator here actually takes us up all the way to the penthouse that we'll be showing you. And the cool thing about this elevator here is that it actually has a call function. So when I press that button, it's going to trigger the elevator above, and it's going to come down to us in a few minutes. And there's our elevator, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go up to the top floor. And welcome to the top floor of the penthouse. Do not ask why there's broken windows right here. This is our bedroom area. These are my cats. This is my actual real life cat, and this is a random cat that I named. This is where I sleep. I have a random nether star hanging on my wall.
Yeah. If you follow me over to my side, I have some other cool stuff. I have a map of the whole entire compound. I have Dragon's Breath. I have a sunset painting. A random wither skeleton skull.
The refrigerator actually serves 2 purposes, but we're never telling you guys what.
If you follow us down here, this is the living room.
This is the living room. This is my PC right here. I know, very cool. It actually makes sound. And right here is our e-chest. We place like our most important stuff in here. This is the cool little couch. We actually moved this couch from KGLL Tower down there up to here. This was the exact same design. So we have CDs here, and we play it in the jukebox every so often. And this is our obviously real working TV.
Yeah, 100% works.
So typically, we actually sometimes play tic-tac-toe, or like a version of chess here, and it's pretty fun, but for now we just store music discs in here. And this is Oliver's computer right here, and he has a secret chest underneath. Don't know what's in there. Don't want to know.
Secrets. If you follow me down the spiral staircase again, you'll end up to mine and Kevin's private bar.
Yep, this is our bar area, and these are our wine kegs.
Yes. Right here is where we brew our own beer.
Yep.
And we have another working TV down here, so that way we can just drink down here and we don't have to go back up to the living room to watch television.
We're gonna make some liquor as a demonstration for you guys. This is actually our secret recipe here. We're going to grab a nether wart. We're going to put our water bottles in here. We're going to put the nether wart in here, wait for this to brew. Okay, now that we have awkward potion here, we're going to grab a spider eye. We're going to brew this into our secret liquor here. And here we are. We have our liquor. Guys, this is what feeling intoxicated feels like.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, now that we've sobered up, we are going to be exiting the penthouse now. So we're just going to go back down the elevator here.
Yep. See you guys on the ground floor.
Okay, we're going to be showing you guys the building that's next to us. This building is actually still under construction. It was started around day 2000, I believe, but due to a lack of funding, we haven't been able to finish it yet. It also doesn't really have a name. We just kind of call it the Triangle Building. And this is actually one of the more unique buildings we've constructed because, well, it's a triangle. It's not a typical square building that you see.
So if you guys stay on the series, you'll be able to see us finish this building.
So guys, this next building here, if you live in New York City, you might actually recognize it. We actually designed this building off of a real building called 432 Park Avenue.
The building in real life is on Billionaires Avenue in New York City, New York.
Yeah, Billionaires Row, I believe it's called. So this is actually rather awkward. It's actually just a shell as of right now. We haven't really done anything to it. So if you feel a little let down, we apologize, but we will definitely work on this in the future. Okay guys, so now what we're going to show you, we're going to fly over to an island called Turtle Island, and when we reach there, you're going to see a really funky looking gravesite, and we'll explain that later. It actually used to be where the back of this triangle building was, right here. It actually used to be around here, but it had to get dug up. Yeah, you can still see the torches and stuff around. But it had to get dug up in order to make room for this new construction here. Actually, I'm just going to show a little bit of the inside of the triangle building. Not really much, as you can see here.
It has a lot of scaffolding in it.
Yeah, we're still like figuring out how to make the floor layout and everything. We're going to be flying to Turtle Island now. Also, this little island right here, that's Epstein Island. So this right here, guys, is Turtle Island. And this was originally a gravesite for my original cat. And it has quite a few dragon heads. So what I had to actually do here was replicate the entire thing. I took like 10 screenshots from every angle so I could replicate this onto Turtle Island here. And mainly the reason why it's called Turtle... Also, this is the raid farm that we'll be showing you soon. But mainly the reason why this is called Turtle Island is because obviously there's a bunch of turtles on it. Alright guys, we're going to be showing you the overworld farms now. So we're going to be starting with the iron farm back here. But how could we forget the plaza in between these three buildings here? Connecting to 4th and West here, we got a cool little bar area. There's two little picnic tables here in the middle, which is pretty cool. We got a cool little bamboo thing. I don't know what that bamboo is, but... We got some trash cans. We got a little cafe thing that was never finished. Here's a little food court area that's pretty cool. So, past this little fenced area right here, that closes after 9 o'clock, by the way. Here we have the Iron Farm. And I know it kind of looks like a Twin Towers memorial fountain, but there's actually villagers underneath. And as you can see, an Iron Golem fell down the hole. There's another one. Also, we'd like to let you guys know that this Iron Farm is indeed sponsored by Oppenheimer. That sign was made a very long time ago. We'd also like to introduce you to the comically large bush. This was actually a tree at a temporary tree farm that we were setting up here that we grew. Yeah. The tree had way too many leaves, so it started growing around the trunk, so it looks like a really large bush. And this will be a monument to the park that we're creating here. Hint, hint. Alright guys, so our second overworld farm here is the raid farm. This thing was a massive pain to create. But as you can tell, this thing produces some pretty good stuff. You basically step on this pressure plate here, and then you start swinging your sword at a 1500 millisecond interval, or 1.5 seconds. I don't know, I guess what happens is that whenever this piston moves the water, like the water updates, and then it moves these villagers around, which causes a raid. I don't really know. I'm not a rocket scientist. Alright guys, this here is the slime farm. We actually created this pretty recently, like maybe 50 days ago.
Yeah.
And we only really use the slime farm for slime blocks and slime balls, obviously. So this is what it looks like on the inside. Just, you know, slimes come through and then they fall to their death. That's basically about it. Alright guys, this right here is our Guardian farm. I'm not really sure when we made this, but we made this solely to get sea lanterns and prismarine blocks. This farm right here was very dangerous to make. We even made like a shelter box over there when we were creating it. This farm is deadly. Like, if you look at the Guardians down there, I went through blood, sweat, and tears to create that platform down there.
Yeah. Basically, if you fall in the water, if you don't have a totem on you, you'll die within mere seconds.
Yeah, like actually, because this place is infested with Guardians. Oh my god, Mason's stuff is still here.
Oh my god.
From the last time he died, his stuff is still float. Yeah, guys, that's what happened to Mason. He went in the water for too long and he died of the Guardians. This also serves as a unintentional squid farm as well. Like, these guys kill so many squids, get all the ink sacs.
Yeah.
But you gotta
they
hurry.
also kill a lot of fish.
Yeah. But yeah, if you look at the rates here, if I can get up on the stupid platform, most of it is fish, but we're really only looking for shards and crystals here. I don't know why there's planks in there. But yeah, that's basically it for the Guardian farm. Alright guys, this right here is our ice farm. This is my side. And this ice farm, not completely necessary. We only really made it to make our nether highways that we'll show you. And if you're wondering why it's such a weird shape, it's actually because if you see these little crosses here, these prevent the water underneath from freezing over. So when we actually break it, the water can replenish the grid here. So the shape, why it's like this shape is because we can't have it over any other source of water here that's not in the diagonal pattern. Otherwise, that piece of water there will never freeze over. So we had to kind of mold it with the exact same shape here, as you can tell when I zoom out above. So we had to do a little bit of engineering here. But for a demo, we will mine out a grid here. I'll do this side over here. And let's get ice farming. So it's very satisfying. So if you need a lot of ice, this is how you do it. But the really nice thing about this ice farm is that it's infinitely expandable. There's no limit on how large you can make this ice farm. But we made it about this size to fit our ice highway needs.
Yeah. The only limit to the size of the ice farm that you're allowed to do is the size of the biome that you're building it in.
So, as you can see here, we have regular ice, but if you're making nether highways here, that ice is going to melt. So, that's why we have a crafting table here to turn it into packed ice. And as a result of mining that one grid, we got 30 packed ice. And I will put that in the chest. So now, guys, we're going to be showing you the nether. And as you'll see in a little bit, it's not very interesting at all. This is our hub. It's very ugly. Yeah, we only really use this nether hub to travel to certain places. Like, this tunnel right here goes to the end portal. This tunnel right here goes to the Guardian farm. This is our most ancient tunnel right here.
Yes, this tunnel also goes to an end portal, but it goes to a different one.
Yeah. If we go here through the drapes. This place has seen better days, but this corridor right here is ancient. This is where we used to always go down when we wanted to go to, I don't even know where anymore. This is a staircase right here that goes down to our netherite quarry. And just to give you a quick warning, you will get lost in this.
Yes.
The nether quarry is so unfathomably huge. We're about to show you. Welcome to the nether quarry. It doesn't look very big down here, but if I go into free cam here, you'll be able to see just how large this is. Alright guys, I'm going to take you to the gold farm. We almost never use the gold farm. That's one of the rarest farms we ever use. This thing's not very efficient because we didn't have very many magma blocks at the time, and I really didn't feel like mining for them, so we only have like 3 layers. Here it is, the gold farm. Unfortunately, Oliver can't access Well, actually, he can access the nether roof, but he can't see anything above here because he's playing on bedrock. And as you may know, you can't place stuff on the nether roof in bedrock. Just another reason why bedrock sucks. But here we are. We have some gold. Wow, 47 blocks of gold in this chest. Alright, here we are, guys. Our first zombie piglins are actually spawning. So, this is extremely simple. They literally just fall onto a hopper platform here, and that's how we collect the gold. It's, yeah, we basically never use this gold farm, so don't expect ever really seeing this in our videos. But yeah, that's about it for the gold farm. Not very interesting, but still need to show you guys. Alright guys, we're going to be heading to the Wither Skeleton farm, and I'm very reluctant about this for several reasons. For one, making this Wither Skeleton farm was absolutely painful.
Yes. Let's just say that I did die twice.
Yeah. The Wither Skeleton farm is about 10,000 blocks away, so we're traveling through the hub here at quite a fast speed. We're approaching the corner here, yep. The Wither Skeleton farm here is definitely one of my least favorite farms. I absolutely hated building this farm. I absolutely hate operating it. There's no fun in this farm. No fun is allowed.
It takes 2 people to operate the farm. There has to be a person in the overworld, and there has to be a person in the nether.
Yeah, so we're going to show you guys this. We're actually going to be spawning in a jungle here. We have to travel over to it. Oh, there's random items. Alright, we're going to be flying over to the Wither Skeleton platform here. There's like a queuing area up in the sky. For some reason, when they come out of the nether, they have to like come up here. This is Oliver's little like thing that he made.
It's my AFK area.
Yeah, and I kind of forget which portal to go through. I'm pretty sure it's the one. I'm pretty sure it's this one. I'm pretty sure this is definitely not how you access the farm in tutorial videos, but it works, so this is just how I do it. So basically, so I killed a Wither Skeleton there. Oh wow, he dropped a... What? What is this?
What did he drop?
He dropped a diamond helmet named Crusade Table. It has Aqua Affinity, Mending, Prot 4, Respiration 3, and Unbreaking 3 on it. Whose helmet is this?
I think that's my old one.
Is it actually? I just salvaged your old helmet somehow.
Oh my god.
This is on the nether roof, obviously, but what happens below... Wither skeletons spawn here, and they see this iron golem. I don't know how this works, or why this is like this, but I don't know. But the Wither skeletons, they go through this portal, they go through the overworld through that queuing area, and then they come over through this portal, and then they fall down here. I'll show you guys how painful it was to create this. First of all, we had to fight off all of the mobs, ghasts, and blazes below. Then we had to build this platform while also fighting them. And then, during the process of creating the iron golem in this cage, he died. And then at one point, Oliver fell down here and died. So yeah, just this farm in total was just the epitome of frustration. But yeah, that's about it for the Wither Skeleton farm. I hate this farm, and I hate operating it. Also, this is a random cow that went through the portal, so I just kept him there. Also, there's a sign right here that says break portal on exit. Because I'm pretty sure we're doing this in the most scuffed way and not how the tutorial says so. So basically, every time I enter through this portal, I need to break it. Otherwise, if I enter through the portal, it's gonna like teleport me back to the platform in the nether or something. I don't remember. But I need to get rid of the portal every time. But it's free obsidian, so I'm not complaining. You can see my other portals there that I broke after every use. To get back here, I just gotta fly back to the portal on top of the tree in the jungle. I remember making this tunnel. It took a few actual real-life days because the tunnel that we had to bore out and the bridges that we had to create over these lava pools and stuff, it was a harrowing journey, but I'm glad that we made this. Back to our hub here, and then after we're done with the nether, we're going to be showing you guys the end. So to get to the end, there's two ways. We can go this way or this way. We'll go this way because this is quicker and it has an ice road. So when we approach the end here, you will see a really weird contraption next to a broken end portal. And basically what that is our concrete duper. And that makes everything a whole lot easier for us to obtain concrete.
And if you guys don't like that we have a duper, suck it up. It's our server.
Yeah, suck it up. It's not technically cheating because we're just taking advantage of Minecraft's bugs here. We're not really going to show you the process. We'll show you eventually when we start making our new building here. Let's go through the portal here.
Make sure you guys stay tuned for the new building that we may or may not be building.
So this is our collection area. Down here is where all the stuff is. There's a little bit of excess gray concrete powder, but that's about it. So the end here, really not that interesting. We have two Enderman farms. This is the old one that we used to have before I had Sweeping Edge 3 on my sword. A little funny story I'll tell you guys. I remember when I just had the Elytra, and I was in the Enderman farm here, and I accidentally put on my netherite chest plate. And I was just about to hop off like an idiot because I didn't double check that my Elytra was on. So I was falling into the void and I was starting to panic and I left the server. And I was thinking of a way. I was like, Oliver, is there a way you can make a platform all the way at the very end that could catch me when I die? And Oliver tried to make something right here. And he died during the process trying to do this. So it was kind of a loss for Oliver, but I managed to clutch it up. I survived with 2 hearts from the void damage. But we couldn't say the same for Oliver, unfortunately.
Yeah, that was my first time losing all my stuff.
Yeah, that was a that was a pretty dark day.
Yeah.
It was also pretty funny. But I'm going to show you guys, oh my god. I literally just recreated the same exact thing as what I just told for my story.
Oh my god, no.
I actually just hopped off the edge without my freaking Elytra on. Oh my god, that's crazy how history just repeated itself. Anyway, this is our actual new and optimized Enderman farm. You may recognize this from a lot of YouTubers. This is the one that we decided to go with because it's obviously the easiest and it gets us a lot of levels. We haven't had to use this enchantment table in ages, nor these chests with random stuff.
Once again, because of the IEVE.
Yeah, we only use this Enderman farm to heal our items and get levels. But that's really about it for the end. We didn't really do anything in the end. This is the platform to get to the islands. Not really anything over there. And just a little quick thing to show you guys, I guess. This is our wither killing chamber. I know, we're killing them the cheap way, but we don't care. At the end of the day, it's about the nether stars, not about the experience of killing it. But yeah, that's about it, guys. So we're going to hop back through the portal here. It is conveniently nighttime, so we're going to sleep the night. Alright guys, so that will be it of episode 1 of our Minecraft series. Thank you for watching our world tour.
Hopefully we'll see you guys in the next one.
Yep, and we do apologize if we do sound a bit choppy and kind of thinking of what to say because this video was entirely unscripted, so... But, I'm pretty sure we showed you guys basically everything within our server that's really of utmost importance, so... We hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll be posting more of these videos.
See you guys later.